he's going to find himself getting passed by multiple cars, as I mentioned earlier on. So you're off in a very precarious situation, but he often finds himself in these places. Doesn't qualify as well as he races. Only
up front, they are getting with Lee Aberdeen and Luca Varani, not very far apart at all here. But I just want to see how Alistair Haight deals with Marcello Kessler coming around the old hairpin.
But I would say it's not the best decision they've ever made, just not having done that under the safety car, really.
Yeah, they're taking their pit stop strategies from Ferrari lately, isn't it? What's going on?
In turn one, just too much gas on them, too much feet on the out pedal, and unfortunately he's dropped him all the way down the order. But Philip Hammer is out in front by an 8.91 seconds. Oh, Dan Michael is a wall there, sir. And definitely doesn't want to be hitting that earlier on as well.
Difficult, the understeer is in the dirty air through that final corner because it's such a long corner and you get dragged off into the grass very easily. He'll have the slipstream down towards the chicane. Peterson was briefly alongside, but that slipstream has saved him and kept him in third.
Yeah, Varani now lost a little bit of time to Aberdeen, about half a second. Peterson is Pike's pushed more and forward up ahead. He's got out of line. Is now Pike could have a go. Werrell, don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin, Burma down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly, Miller's just like trouble. He's got a second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Moving on to the back end of Bill Jocelyn. So there's been a lot of movers and shakers in this first 2 laps here for race.
Absolutely serious racing league. Everybody's a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's all about the entertainment. So I hope everybody is enjoying themselves out there in the chat. We know that Ron is enjoying himself watching the Burger King machines off into the grass a little bit there as they're really bunching up now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back already with a full season. It's the BSC full season round 1 at Daytona International Speedway, and it's the full dance at Daytona. I am James Barber, going to be joined in the booth as always by Mr. Kenton Sportak, who's going to come along for the ride here. We've got 75 laps, stage break on 30 laps, 75% fuel, and 3 tyre sets at this iconic speedway here as well. There's not a lot we can really say about Daytona, to be blatantly honest. We've been here a few times. It is absolutely an amazing racetrack. 2.5 miles, 31-degree banking in the turns, 18 degrees in the triover, and 3 degrees on the back straight. We've got a full set of Spain hours here as well. We have TJ, we have Brad, and we have Dad, Terry. And just to top it off, we've got Mum in chat. So welcome in, Billy. Thanks so much for joining us here as well. Right. One of the things I suppose we better cover is the schedule for this season. Well, it's all about Daytona on the opening rounds, and then we're going off to Darlington Raceway on the 27th. Third is Atlanta Motor Speedway. Fourth is Watkins Glen International. 5th, Bristol Motor Speedway. 6th is Kansas. 7th, we're going to Dega on the 1st of October. Then we've got the Charlotte, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Homestead Miami Auto Club, and then finish the season off at Phoenix. Now, there's been some dramatic news over the period of, well, 1 week, basically, here as well. So let's have a chat with Kenton, who's going to fill us in, because to be honest, I thought I was in the episode. I thought I was in the episode of Grey's Anatomy. It was that dramatic.
Yeah, it was a little interesting. So we have lost a few drivers. I believe it's around 5 guys that have decided that they are going to move on into a different area. We don't really want to get too much into why, where, and when, but they have decided that it is better for themselves to move on. So we do have a little bit of a problem, as 2 of those guys were already a part of our final 6 in the playoff here. So, at the end of last week, there was a big conversation trying to figure out who is going to make it in, as Noel and I believe it was Devin Collicott had actually tied. They had exactly the same amount of points, and the first 2 winners from the spring season in Alex Witt and Andrew Williams were already in, so the next 2, or the 2 winners of summer season, were going to make it through, and that was going to be Noel or whoever was second behind Clint Halterman, because Andrew and Alex already making it through. So it was going to be between Noel and Collicott. However, they tied, so they both were going to go in. So we were going to have 5 with 2 more making out of the fall, but because of 2 of those guys no longer being with us, we now have 3 with 3 spots open. So it's going to end up being the top 3 of this season that are not Alex Witt, Noel Jekowitz, or Devin Collicott are going to be moving on to the playoff rounds with at the end of the season. So, or the playoff round at the end of the season. So with those guys coming up, opens up a huge amount of space for people to kind of sort of see what's going on. We've also had a few new additions to the track. You can kind of see a couple. Obviously, the Spainhauer father, he is now here, and we do have Dan Michel back. Buchanan, he has decided, or one of our new drivers. Jordan Malcolm making a triumphant return after his big win a couple of seasons ago. And then we do have Matt Erickson, who has decided to join us. Tom Lanier as well. And I believe that is Paul Buchanan. Sorry, forgot his first name. And David Trogdon have all joined us, so we'll have a full field. I think we've got 24 out there today. It's going to be a blasty blast.
It definitely is. Now, it's Daytona. Is this going to...
Yes.
Right, okay. So, oh, dearie me. Okay, so are we looking at Daytona where we've been before, and we had a few cautions? Okay, just a few. Or just a few. Or are we looking at Daytona where all of a sudden miracles are gonna happen and it's not gonna be like an official?
We're gonna go with the second one. 0 cautions. We'll know if we hit too many cautions. You will no longer hear James. It's just going to be me, as he'll be falling asleep on the side. It'll be up too late, and so it'll just be my voice. So if that happens, we know there's been too many.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Right? It's not even a bad thing. It's just, yeah, you know what? So yeah, we will. I think we definitely are going to have probably. I'm going to say a couple we'll have one big one, and I'm calling it in the halfway through the second major stint. So after stage break, halfway through that second set, that's when we're going to get our actual caution.
All right. Okay. So
That's what I'm calling.
I tell you what, I missed the trick here because I was trying to sort everything out before I come on. Okay. So we're going to do a poll. You're going to have about 5 minutes to fill it out. Let me know how many you feel. Let's go 1 to 4 will be the first one. 5 to 10 will be the second one. And then I'm just going to make it 10 to 20 to be the third one. All right, so there we go. The poll's going to be up. It's going to be up for about. I can't go like 50. I'll be here all day. So the poll's up. So get yourselves involved if you want to. Just select how many courses you think you're going to be. The guys are into qualifying now here as well. We've got about 2.5 minutes. Don't get me wrong. It takes about 40 seconds, if that, 50 seconds around here. Anyway, Lydia is in. Woo! Go TJ. Love and fart. Oh, okay. And fart.
Love and fart.
Love and fart. Pegels in the YouTube chat. Easy, 5 to 10. Come on, Seth. Get it sorted out, son. Good to have you back on track, mind you, in an Audi livery machine as well.
It's Aldi.
Audi.
Yeah, it's
Audi.
a.
I'm English. It's Audi.
Okay.
It's a supermarket, right?
Yeah.
A grocery store, should we say, that you lot call it. It's a supermarket. Right, one of the things we ain't talked about. Am I going to see 3 rows of cars on the racetrack?
I want to say no, because 2 is really all you can really fit here, but I'm sure at some point we're going to see 3 wide. Even though we all hate it. All of us hate 3 wide.
I don't hate it. It just normally causes a drama.
I hate it here. I like it on Talladega because there's a little more space to do this. 3 wide on Daytona is a little tricky. But I think 90% of this race is going to be at 2 wide. Just to keep everything a little easier.
Is that 2 wide, 2 wide under caution laps?
2 wide under caution laps? Sure. Let's go with that.
Right, listen, we're optimistic, right? I think that these guys are above exceptional. I think they'll be fine, and I believe that we won't have that mass drama that we think. As TJ goes and puts it under a 49.99, straight in on second place there. Go TJ. We're gonna have a problem here now because
this is really tight up here, hey?
Yeah, well, that, and we've got 2 Spain hours in the timing tower. Number 10 is Terry Senior, and number 86, who's in second, is TJ Junior. So there we go. Right, you got about a minute left on the poll, guys. Get yourselves involved. Come on, let me know how many courses you feel it's going to be here, how many you think is going to happen, and let's say optimistic as well. Billy, go David. She says David Trogdon at the top of the board there as well. Okay, Billy, tell me, what relation is David to you? I feel
I'm curious.
I feel there's a relation here, isn't there? We've got another Spainhauer family thing, and I feel that, that David is another one of the Spainhauers. What do we reckon? Son-in-law?
I'm gonna go with maybe brother-in-law.
Ooh, could he be TJ's uncle? Terry's brother.
Could be, but I'm thinking because maybe it's like Lydia's brother.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Could well be. Yeah,
we don't know Lydia's maiden name.
Because Lydia's are married.
Yeah.
Terry's friend.
Terry's friend.
Well, man. I thought I was going to get like a big old thing here. Right, anyway, let's run through the grid. David Trogdon is in first, then Rodney Roberts second, TJ Spain out third, Zach Lewis fourth. Devon Collicott is there in fifth, with Cody Kern sixth, and Dan Michelle down in seventh. Matt Erickson in eighth, Jordan Malcolm ninth, Andrew Onquist in 10th, Alex Witt and Trenton Kimmel further down in 12th. Then we've got Brandon McLaughlin, Bradley Young, Tom Lanier, Noel Jacquetz, Armand Brusso, Rob Sizemore, Calvin Ross, Seth Pegg, Terry W. Spainhour Sr., Greg Sherman, Anthony Radel, and Paul Buchanan. And that rounds out the final parts of the grid. That is the ones who will be here as well. Oh, Billy, I was expecting some big old family thing. I don't know. It was almost like I was going for an episode of Grey's Anatomy where you're all related and it all of a sudden comes out that you're all related in the middle of the surgery room while Terry's on the table with triple bypass heart transplant, and Lydia says her name is Potts. So there we go. Made a
triple bypass too. Nice plug right there.
Well,
Unselfish plug.
Listen, I just picked out. I was trying to figure the weirdest thing, but I could have gone weirder, but then I might have sounded a little bit wrong. So we went with a triple bypass. I don't know. Wish I wasn't working so I can watch live. Put it on next year. Put it on. Who's going to know, Billy? Put it on. You know what I mean? Come on.
I knew it'd work.
Yeah, if you're in the shop or in the cafe, chuck it on the counter next year. Who's going to care? Put it on the big TV. Give them something to look at. You know what I mean? I don't know what you do for a living, Billy. What do you do for a living, Billy, actually? To be blatantly honest.
Busy Bees Crafts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's your shop, right? So just put it on the TV. You know what I mean? You're the boss. Do whatever you like.
Get all of them watching.
Yeah,
everyone who comes in has to watch too, and
yeah, get them thinking whether or not it's real or not. That's my favourite thing. They turn around and say, "Oh, is this real? Yes, it's on. Good, well done, Billy. Go for it." What is it on the big TV or on your mobile phone? There's a difference on how much credit you get. You know how much I pick you up here as well. Because if it's not on the big TV, then I think you need to have a chat. So there you go. Right, Kenton, after we've just waffled on for about 5 minutes, completely missed qualifying, but let's be real about it. We're at a high-speed super speedway. Qualifying is about as essential as a chocolate kettle in a sauna. Let's be real, because any one of these could win here. What am I expecting out of this?
Fast, draft heavy, and don't lose that draft or you're going to go backwards very quickly. We've kind of talked about it over the last few tracks that, this has got some benefit of the draft, or, there's very little benefit to the draft. There is all of the benefit to the draft. You will not need to worry about tires. This is going to only come down to fuel and how that goes. The more in the draft you are, the better you're going to save on fuel. If you're leading, it does actually take a little more fuel, but if you're second or further back, you're going to be saving that bit of fuel. Tires are going to do nothing. Oh, Trenton Kimmel just plummeted down there. Oh, there he goes. Okay, yeah, it's like, what just happened? I just saw his name tumbling down the side. But yeah, it's all going to come down to who can be smart, who can stick together, and going into the pits for your pit cycles are going to have to be smart with it. Going in as a group of 7, 8, 9, 10 isn't going to work. Go in as a couple. Make sure you've got a friend when you go in. That's what you're going to want to focus on.
Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The full dance at Daytona, round 1 of the full season. And straight away, we are off and running, and we are green. Rodney Roberts, David Trogdon, side by side. Let's see if we can keep this side by side, and how long are we going to keep this for here? Because we're heading around for the very first time of 75 laps of racing. All of these guys out on the racetrack. It is gone single file at the front. It's still double file further back with the 33 and Cody Kern right next to each other. Then we've got the Belimo car of the 28 in there. That's Matt Eriksson from HVAC Motorsports sitting in nicely as well. But I love what the front two have done already. Tucked in behind each other, pushing each other forward.
Yeah, and it's going to work out pretty well for them just because you're able to stick together. And this is going to be kind of one of those things that we're going to have to talk about a lot throughout the race. And you can see when you start seeing those gaps between the cars, and I'm not talking the zigzag and back and forth, that's just cars getting a little unsettled. The closer you're able to stick to the car ahead of you, the more that draft is going to work for you. When you've got gaps, as you can see like this, it's not going to help nearly as much as when you have a bunch of guys closed up. That's why that inside lane is moving slightly faster than the outside lane. Even though there is space between that inside lane, it's not as much as that outside lane. You just have more of a push that's able to get started. And you can see Dan Michel going up, trying to connect with this little group. Just one of those things is...
You and I saw it. You and I saw it.
It's a little dicey there.
Yeah,
but
they started checking up here. They definitely started checking up.
Oh, there was a...
Dyson with Def early.
I think Trenton Kimmel's having a little bit of connection issues because he was inside of another car and he just decided to move out of the way. And unfortunately, I think he's going to fall back just a bit. I don't know.
Is it Roberts on the outside? It is. Roberts is on that outside.
That's going to be a huge problem unless he can slip underneath there. But it looks like the 20 of Calvin Ross going to kind of not allow that. If he can get ahead of... I believe that's Sizemore. That'll be beneficial, but unfortunately, he is out on his own, and he is going to start losing places very quickly.
Yeah, he's going to go down now. You've got all the time in the world. Bring it off that wall. Bring it off the wall. Drop it in. Otherwise, you are going to be plummeting down the order even further. They're free wide further up. Alex Witt's been pushed out once again. He's out on the outside. Bradley Young's in there. He's going to get strung out like a pair of undies on a washing line. I can tell you that much because they're all just going to soar around the outside of him. They're going to leave him strung in the middle. He's got no friends all by myself for Brad Young as they are literally swooping around the outside. Slot in now. Bully your way for that draft there, sir. You have to bully your way. You're going to plummet. There you go. Slot back in behind Noel Jakowitz and start moving your way back into it here as well. He could do with a push from the 81 of Brown and McLaughlin. I can tell you that much. I reckon you can get 3 pushes on this racetrack, right? And I've done this in trucks, and don't get me wrong, you've got to be very, very smart about it. It's coming off the corner. Cody Kern needs to be right up now. You can get 1 in just about now if you're a bit careful, right? Once they go around the try, you can get another 1 in just before they go into turn 1. That's 2 pushes. Get 1 on the exit of turn number 1/2. That will be 3. Get 1 before you go into 3 and 4. That's 4. And get 1 on the exit of 4. That is 5. That's my maths. That's how you should do it. If you need educational skills on how you should push cars, come to me. I'm the master.
Yes, the big thing though, if for these cars, is they are actually kind of weird to line up. Just because the front end of them is rounded a lot more than it used to be. The old ARCA cars and things like that, they had a little easier time trying to actually get that bump draft in there. So it actually does work out. There's a little camera on the rear bumper that lines up slightly off center. So if you're the car behind them, you actually want to aim for that slightly off center because you're the driver, so you're immediately already to the side. So to line your car up perfectly, if you actually line up that little, right above his ear, you can see there's a little black square on the buckies there. You actually want to aim for hitting that in your camera, because obviously we're seeing it's dead center. The driver's going to be right here. So if you aim to hit that little square with where right in the middle of your screen, that's where you want to be aiming to hit to give a nice bump draft, because that will actually be dead center, and you'll give a very good bump draft that doesn't cause them to spin, twist, anything like that, because with how this track runs and what speeds you're able to carry, 1 bump just enough off is going to send a car around and cause a lot of problems.
Oh, it's good night, Vienna.
Yeah.
It's literally good night, Vienna. If you touch them on the right-hand side, they're going to go left. You touch them on the left, they're going to go right? Now, I might saying you're sitting at home going, James, why am I going to hit right? And they're going to go left and left and they're going to go right, because that side will be the side that will dig into the tarmac. What happens is that it digs in, it grips and pulls the front of the car around, and that is why if you hit them on the left, they will go right, and if you hit them on the right, they will go left, okay? So if you want them to get out of your way now, tap him on the right-hand side, he will go off to the wall, or worse, go up through the grass and enter the pit lane and get a penalty for speeding at 900 miles an hour or whatever it will be. But I think overall, you've got to be generally careful about what your bump drafted situation is. As you say, if you don't hit them straight, right, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, just total side note, Calvin Ross, I think, wins best livery. I haven't seen Johnny Bravo in so long. And I absolutely appreciate the fact that he has a Johnny Bravo livery right now. But yes, you got to be careful bumping, because you can send a guy slightly up, and if he goes slightly up and hits that wall, he's coming down, and everybody's going to be involved.
Agree.
And they will not like you.
Yeah, nobody will like you, let's be honest about it. You're topping north of 191 miles an hour. It's going to be absolutely flat-out chaos. I am a little bit worried about this group here. Greg Sherman's in this, Brusso, Buchanan, Radel, Derek Spainhouse Sr., Brandon McLaughlin, Lanier, is also in there. Kimmel, I'm not even sure what's going on. He's in and out, in and out, in and out. So I think he's having connections issues. But I can tell you one thing, this Kelly's 10, if it doesn't get moving very quickly, this group could seriously get left behind, because even though they are tied up, they are not making an impression on Trogdon at the back. Not one bit here either. Jordan Malcolm returning, the purple and orange. I don't get how they're not making time. Like, what am I missing? Or what are they missing here? What is this group missing? Because in hindsight, they should be absolutely flying up to these. If they could just line it, they should be absolutely motoring, right?
Yeah, and that's part of the reason. I mean, you can see there's some solid gaps all the way through, but they're weaving in and out a little bit, and they're not staying flat. Like when you go around these corners, especially in a single lane, your left tires should basically be on the yellow line. You don't want to be drifting off that line, as we can see the 10 stepping out. I'm not sure if he was overheating or just trying to move to the back of that group and let them kind of get tied up and just hold on to the back of them. But the other problem is, like there's a little bump that could, they saved it, and that's good on them. But like you can just see all the weaving that's going. Like there's no cohesion through that front section or this group here, and I think that's what's costing them any time or any ability to kind of make their way up close to the group ahead. Though at the same time, this is Daytona.
Yeah, but they still
if you can make it to stage break.
It.
Oh, they do, 100%. But if you can make it to stage break, you're not losing anything. These guys just need to stay out of the chances of getting lapped, and they'll be right back at the front for stage break and can go then. Right now, it's all about survival, especially on a super speedway.
Oh, look at the run Spaino's got. 86 with Brad tucked up behind him as well. The 86 and 89 just got a booming run. Straight coming into turn 4, straight into 3 out of 4. The bottom line just got an absolute mighty oomph of draft from somewhere and have just bumped their way straight towards the front, giving that top end a whole load of grief. Brad's got to be careful where he's going to hit him in the corner. Now release him. Thank you. Now accelerate again and get him on the exit. That's the way you're going to have to try and bump coming straight off the exit, because your bottom line needs it again. You're not close enough, Mr. Young. You need to get literally snipping Terry's fumes here.
There's a nice little love tap.
Yeah, get him in, get him in. Back. See, this is where it's got to be, right? You've got to go in like that. And now you've got to literally just come straight out full flat off this corner. Straight off full flat. Hit him. We've got a yellow.
It's further back. Let's see who.
There I even remotely asked how a group of 6 cars ended up getting themselves tied up here. Is he going to come down? Yes. So he come down, squeezed the 24, which is Greg Sherman. Sherman got an oomph from Armand Brusso there on lap 13, and that is an almighty hit from Mr. Spainow Senior on that one. So never good. Hopefully,
it looked like he was kind of just following Anthony Radel, and
then
didn't
completely
didn't acknowledge the fact that Gregory Sherman was right in there, and unfortunately, that is going to bring out our first caution. Curious if anyone's going to come in for a quick splash and dash now, though.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's have a chat with Mr. Spainow Senior, who's just involved. Our first time talking to him here as well. And the first time we talked to him, he's in a yellow flag situation. Mr. Terry Spainow Senior, sir, how are you?
I've been better. Was the cause of that.
You were, sir. I probably suggest just be a little bit more careful of who's on your inside.
Yeah, first race got the jitters anyway, so I hope I didn't make too many people mad.
Nah, you're all good, mate. You're all good. You got your fast repair anyway, haven't you? You're in and outs?
No, actually. I took it off because I was just going to sit in the back and ride.
Well, it's Daytona, mate. Anything can happen. You don't need to sit in the back. You can just crack on with it. You know what I mean? The good news, though, good news, you should get the lucky dog. You are the first car lap down. But then again, you were involved in the incident, so you might actually not here.
Yeah, well, it was all on me. I'll take full responsibility of that.
Well, anyway, listen, sir. It's all a learning curve this season, right? Let's be real.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, 2 weeks into it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's all a learning curve. You're 2 weeks in. You know, how's it been going? How's the practice been going?
It's been going good. I've been getting a lot of help from Dave Trogdon and my son, TJ. So it's been it's been a learning curve, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It always is. It always will be. Listen, you get yourself settled down. Don't worry about your lap. You'll get your lap back. I'm sure you're not going to be. That's going to be the only caution on that one, man. But good luck. It's good to see you out on track. It's good to speak to you finally up here in the booth as well.
No problem. How's this Kelly car looking other than me wrecking it?
Well, it was looking gorgeous until you've put it in the wall. To be fair, but honestly, it looks fine. It looks like you got all your bits back, so that's always good, isn't it?
Good deal, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, have a good one, and we'll catch up with you later.
All right, James.
Take care.
Good talking to you.
And you,
yes,
man.
sir.
Bye. Oh, well, seemed very nervous, didn't he? Or was that just me?
Oh no, I mean I would too. I'd be terrified of hopping in this. There's some fast drivers in this setup, so we'll see how it all ends up going. And I mean, yeah, like I said, it wasn't like he tried to punt him. It was just it looked like he went to follow Radel, didn't realize there was someone on his inside. Unfortunately, caught Greg Sherman. He acknowledged it was his.
Owned it.
Yeah,
he owned it. I think that's the thing, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know, owning it. And Terry's come out and owned it. I can type but can't hear. Turn the volume up, Billy. You know what I mean?
No, I think she has to have the volume off.
Oh. Am I confused here? I thought Billy owned the shop. Am I missing something?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Do you not own, Billy, do you not own the shop? I'm so confused. Lydia, help me out. I thought Billy ran the shop that she worked in. And if she does do that, surely she could have the sound on in her own shop, right? Or am I missing something? Help me out, Lydia, please, because I feel like I'm well confused up here in the booth. I can tell you that much. This is too much confusion for this day of the year, I can tell you. Right. Let's get this back up and running. I am not sure what is going on. I think Greg Sherman's going to join. He is going to join the back of the queue. There's going to be no wave arounds because I believe Mr. Spainhouse Senior was involved in it, so therefore he does not get the wave around. He is, however, the first lap car down. So on the next one, at work, can't hear y'all. Confusion as well, extensive right about now, Kenton. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just here to look pretty.
You got a face for radio, dear sir.
Beautifully, yes, yeah. I'm the epitome of killed the radio star here.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, first caution on lap 15. Let's get this up and going once more. We're going to be running now. Into the Geico restart zone, and we're green, and it's the Titans of the BSC. Dan, Michelle, Alex Witt on the front row. They've escaped. I don't really think it's going to be an escape for very long because Brad and TJ are working together nicely. They're giving each other a push on that inside line, and they're going to be catching up with the guys in front. Sizemore's on the outside as well in his traditional red liveried machine. And then we've got Calvin Ross in the Johnny Bravo, Noel Jakowitz in his Revzilla livery as well. Oh, nice push by Calvin now on Sizemore. Look at the top run that got now. Absolutely in. Oh, don't push the pusher.
That was. I don't think he was actually pushing the pusher. I think he went into Seth Pegg was a little further back, and I don't think he realized he was as close as he was.
Oh my!
And so when he hit Pegg, it just jumped him in. But hey, we're moving forward. Oh, we are not moving forward.
Stay out of it, senior sir. Stay out. Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left. Good job.
Wow.
Ouch. I should be a spotter. I should. I'm sorry. Look at this.
All right.
All right. Oh.
I
We don't need to see how that kicked off. Trogdon up into the wall, up on the high side. You can see,
yeah,
I think, as well, can't you? He just kind of went up and up and up. I'm trying to find a chopper. Where you gone? There you go. Well, Trogdon's coming up, completely misreads the car on the outside, and round they go. And then everybody else in the process. This is what Spainhouse Senior saw. Cars coming absolutely everywhere. There's spinners, there's everything. He's now going to dive because that car's going to try and come off the wall right in front of us there. That's Brusso. Go left, go left, go left. Oh, bumper at the windscreen. That's a 4X, even though he never hit a car. And he managed to get through. But that involved Trogdon, Lania, Brusso, Collicott, and Zach Lewis. All in that one. Second caution on lap 17. I'm writing really small now, Kenton.
Brusso doesn't have a front end to that car.
No, neither
a couple
does
cars. I think that's the
how did
44
Jordan
doesn't. Oh, he was involved in that. Oh, Trenton Kimmel just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm not quite
Jordan
sure.
Malcolm was on the inside of that. He got connected or collected in that pretty
there
quickly.
we go.
Yeah.
And he's running the ball, isn't he? Okay, we can do this. Come on, boys, get your jitters and that out the way. Now, who am I going to write down? Because then I kicked that one off. Then that was Trogdon started that, didn't he? And
Trogdon and Roberts.
Rodney Roberts, wasn't it? Kicked that one off, and then well, everybody else involved after that. She works for a company for her main job. It's sorry, too loud in here. Right, okay. Lydia, I think I do love Lydia, but I'd love Lydia to jump in the Discord booth to actually come and tell me what it is she's talking about. So Lydia, if you're in the BSC Discord,
Billy's
come and jump in.
Billy's
I think
craft thing is a side gig. She
yeah.
works at a different job, and that's where she is right now, so she can't do it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Don't have a confusing Englishman at 1:30 in the morning, right? Because you know we get well bedazzled. I'm expecting Mr. Spainhouse Senior to get the lucky dog as of now, because he is the first lap down a car that wasn't involved. Make that note. Wasn't involved in the incident. Listen, we haven't had a chat about the calendar. Schedule come out a couple of days ago. I can't remember when. 17th he posted it. So where are we? 40 days ago. I'm loving the ones that don't involve turning right. And I'm looking forward to Darlington, Bristol, Dega. And I think to finish off at Phoenix is going to be absolutely epic. So I don't think the schedule's that bad, to be fair.
But
What?
oh, I just felt like there was a butt coming on that.
No, there isn't a but. I just think.
Perfect.
I just think that obviously with it being, Daytona weekend, right? In real life, Coke 0400 is on the 24th. So you can get yourself down there and get some tickets if you really want to. The Wawa 250 is also there as well. So there's events this weekend, and I think it coincides. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, some of this whole calendar probably coexists with the real life one, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think if I ran through the real life NASCAR, there would be pretty much most of these hooked up. The only thing I am surprised about is why, if it is Daytona weekend, why is there not a triple header with the trucks? I don't quite understand why the triple header with the trucks has gone out the window. We've got the Cups, we've got Xfinities, but we ain't got the trucks. Why have we not got the trucks?
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. Maybe because are the trucks at Milwaukee?
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at I'm trying to find the calendar now. Trucks. Even a schedule. I can't remember where they were. I love watching the trucks. I haven't. To be fair, I've been absolutely flat manic recently, and I haven't watched them for a while. Where are we? No. The trucks are not at Darlington. Why is it I click schedule and I end up with the cup
Yeah,
cars?
they're at the Milwaukee Mile
Yeah.
for the something
Something.
175.
Yeah. Right, guys, we're going to be up and running. Pace car's going to be coming around as well after completely doing on that one. So let's get these going once more. Dan Michelle, Alex Witt, TJ Robb, Calvin, Noel, Jacowitz, Bradley Young in once more. Thank you, Lydia. Well done, Lydia. You're a superstar. Stop trying to confuse the Englishman, but you've just managed to do it right. Into the Geico restart zone. It's green. He left it late. And Michelle Witt's in there as well. He strung Mr. TJ out on the outside straight away. He didn't even hang around, did Alex? He dropped in behind Dan. And now these guys are trying to motor their way forward. Spain Now Senior didn't get the lucky dog. I'm quite surprised by that. But he also does not need to be that far back straight away, bro. You have got to hook up, and you got to hook up quick. I don't care if you chase Jordan Malcolm like a dog on heat. You need to get back. Whoa.
Ooh.
All right, come left. Well, that happened.
Yeah.
That's
a thing.
They're there on the outside, see them? Wow.
Sizemore does he get hooked up by
Does he get bumped
Calvin
in the wrong
Ross?
place there?
Well, he kind of just cuts across his nose, and then it causes him to kick back. I think we need to see Calvin Ross.
Yeah.
Calvin's not moving. Sizemore goes up and then comes down and gets hooked.
Does he? The thing is, for me, is does he actually touch him?
It looks like he does, not the second time, but the first time. Right here. So Sizemore comes out of the corner, and he's down there, and then he kind of goes up for some reason. And Calvin Ross has some speed coming, and then at this point now
that bump puts
Sizemore, Sizemore looks to come down and gets a little clip there, and then I don't know if he got caught. Oh, there's sparks there, so I'm going to say probably, and then that just kicks off a whole bundle. Does Brad Young somehow avoid all of that? Impressive. I don't know how Brad avoids that.
I don't know. Trogdon's in the pits again. A lot of people that kind of managed to get round. Jakowitz avoids it, but he's doing some lovely pirouettes in the process. So, tell you what, then, that was quite dramatic. There you go, Mr. Spain now Senior has got his lap back. We're going to bring in the Mr. Organizer himself, the man of the moment, the boss man. He's going to win the opening round here. I can feel it in my water. Receive it out, or I need to go a loo. But let's have a chat with Armor Brusso. Mr. Brusso, sir, how are you?
You just say you can feel it in your water?
In my water. In my water.
Okay. I'm doing okay, I guess. I mean, just Daytona things, I guess.
Yeah. What's the general feel out on the racetrack at the moment? Are we...
I mean, it seems like a very cheery bunch. There's a lot of finger pointing going on in the voice chat, but it seems like a cheery bunch out there. I mean, it's kind of expected. It's Daytona. We got like 6 new guys. We got a couple people who haven't raced in a while, so kind of expected this. We did all right for the first stint, and then it kind of gone downhill since there. But
well, you did all right for 11 laps. Well, 12. I'll give you 12. And then lap 13, it all just went wrong. And then 17, and then 21. I'd like to point out, though, you are keeping with tradition of keeping the laps and the cautions in 4s. So
yes,
13, 17, 21. You're doing rather well.
We're consistent.
You are consistent. However, I would like to point out Zach Lewis in front of you has got no front end whatsoever. So, yeah, you might want to kind of probably skip past him as best as you can.
Good to know.
Listen, schedule's out. Are you happy with the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, there was only so much we could do because we are following the NASCAR schedule. We made a couple small changes, but I think it should be interesting. There's 3 super speedways, so there's a lot of points up for grabs for people who might not be fast, and there's 3 playoff spots available, so anything can happen.
Well, good luck. I did see you put 2 road circuits on there as well. We'll talk about that one later. But good luck. Have a good one.
I put 2 road courses. NASCAR put 2 road courses. Write a letter to NASCAR.
You could have put Martinsville back on.
No, come on. Did you forget what happened at Martinsville?
Hey, you still ain't given me Monza Oval yet. That would.
You're not getting Monza Oval, James.
I don't know why bother. Anyway, all my ideas lost on Armand Brusso. Listen, I'm going to put you back in because you're going to go green. Love you. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, have a good night.
And you. See, Monza Oval would be an awesome racetrack. So blinking rude.
Be awful in so many ways.
Oh, don't no. Just shh. Who said the Canadians?
Those were words, yes.
Yes. who said that you could speak when you needed to? God.
Yeah, right. Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew?
To be entirely honest, I probably shouldn't be allowed to anyway.
Yeah, your mother never say speak when you're spoken to, and only then anyway. Peggos, another successful wreck avoided. Yes, you're doing rather well sitting up in 5th at the moment there, dear sir. Well done to you. Right, TJ's on the inside now. He's kind of got to get out the back of Michael because if anything, by what I've seen from every restart, is that Dan Michel will leave it as late as possible, get a jump, and Whit will be down in front of TJ before he's even known it here. So TJ needs to get as close as he possibly can to Dan Michel, tuck in right up behind him, and as soon as Michel hits that green one, he's got to go. And if he's going to leave it late again, which we will keep an eye on as the pace car does that weird left turn, as per normal. Right, how far is he going to leave him? He's going to leave him, going to leave him, going to leave him. Yep, late again. TJ, you got to get up there, bud. You've got to get on there because Michel's just strung out TJ straight into the top lane. He pulls Wick, but he's actually not even really in either lane at this moment in time. But TJ now is sitting in quite nicely in that 4th place spot with Peggles in below him. Then you've got Zach Lewis, who's got no front end whatsoever. Armand Brusso's in there as well. Pick a lane, dude. You don't want to string out the bottom. Do you know what? I would run bottom lane. I would run bottom lane, and I'd run bottom lane consistently. Because, let's face it, Brusso, gee whiz, did he just whack Lewis then as well. I would run bottom lane, shortest distance, right?
Yeah, and you higher chance, or less of a, your higher ability to be able to maneuver if there's a problem. Top lane, if something goes sideways, you have nowhere to go.
No, you've got the wall. I will be interested to know, though, one thing about Zach Lewis, the fact he's got no bumper on the car at all. Doesn't have to worry about overheating. Not a problem. Because let's face it, he's got nothing to clog the air in, has he? You just get a free reign of free spirit there for Zach Lewis there. And, well, with 5 laps away from stage, we got Michel, we got Witt, we got Radel, Buchanan, Trogdon, Pegg, Brusso, Lewis, Sherman. TJ's gone down the order. Why are we going down that inside line? Struggling badly. Brusso's trying to grab the reins and pull the horses along here, but he needs help. He needs Sherman to drop down and pull him along. Peggles is in front of him. There we go. Now the inside lane is getting hooked up once more. We've got Michel, we've got Witt, we've got Buchanan leading the charge. It's the charge of the new boys on the bottom lane. Buchanan, Trogdon's in there, Pegg's the returner, TJ's returning. Let's see if that bottom lane can get up. 4 laps to go here, Kenton, before the end of stage.
Yeah, they need, that bottom lane needs to work together and staying close together. The biggest thing that Anthony Radel, even just Alex Witt and Dan Michel, are the reason they're able to pull off ways so easily. They're so close together, and they're staying close together, and there's going to be a big whap from Radel there. But Dan Michel and Alex Witt, they've been basically within spitting distance of each other the entire time. And this bottom line, they get 2 or 3 guys that'll be close, and then there'll be a gap, and then they get close again, and then there's a big gap, and that's why that outside lane is working so much smoother.
Yeah, well, you can see Jack Witts is on the outside, so TJ's moved his way forward there. He's now going to drop in front of Kern. Kern needs to get up there now. Get up, get up, get up. Don't feather it. Don't feather it. You're going to catch him on the exit. Don't feather it. Don't feather it. You're going to catch him on the exit. Now, hit it. And
Do we
away.
little boop?
Yeah, give him a book, son. You need to catch him again before just going into the turn. Catch him again. Not quite, but still. At least the bottom lane is running almost in sync now as well. Great job from these guys. They're fighting away quite nicely. We've got 3 to stage here. At the moment, it's Michelle, Witt, Radel, Spainhouse, Sizemore, Kern, Jackowitz, Buchanan, McLaughlin and Trogdon will get points there as well. And who the hell has got a high mummy car? And is that on the back of that one there as well? That is...
It's Radel's.
Radel.
Your mom's house, I think. It's the podcast.
Okay. Well, good job from all these guys as they continue to fight it out. No, Michelle's round! Damn, Michelle is round! Oh, brother!
Oh, goodness. Oh. Yeah, okay.
That happened.
Was a thing?
That's going to be staged, by the way. So,
I ironically think that Dan Michelle actually avoided the worst of that. So he gets pushed all the way down and then out of the way of everything that happens.
Ouch! On your brakes. On your brakes. Do you know the interesting thing about that is, although he was out of the way, and he obviously was sort of the cause generally, was there...
I don't think he was the cause. I think Witt hits him.
Stop it. Caution 4 on lap 28. I think Witt catches him in the wrong place here.
Radel does.
No, Radel hits Witt.
Which then bumps into
Michelle.
Dan Michelle in the wrong spot. So actually, it wasn't Witt that had anything to do with it. He just kind of unfortunately was in the wrong spot.
And then this is where Jackowitz into Sizemore.
Sizemore and Jackowitz react to the thing and try and get out of the way, and then just everybody.
Bruce, so your gap's there, you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh!
I don't think he cleared it.
He did clear it.
He then hits, I think that one, but up ahead, not as much.
Where is Bruce? Why could I never find him?
He's further up.
He makes it through. See?
Oh, he did.
Hey, go on.
I thought he was spinning earlier, but no.
Right. So where are we going? Radel, Witt. I think we've got to go Radel, Witt, and Michelle because they were all involved. That's going to be staged. I'm not going to predict who just got staged there because obviously with the caution coming out and everything else, there was a lot of higgly-pigglies. And to be blatantly honest, I'm not even sure which way round that would go. However, why is this man not pitting? I'm confused.
They're going out trying to get their laps back.
Yeah, but he already got it back on the last. It was the lucky dog.
Well, then. I don't know.
No, I mean, either.
He did pit on lap 12. Maybe just...
Doesn't need to?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Let's be real. They're not going to need tyres, right, at the end of the day as well.
Yeah.
Another successful wreck avoided, said Pet. Was that... Did you not put that in, or was that the same one? Were you talking about a different one? I think I was talking about the one earlier on as well. I don't think there's been any messages in behind that. Now, this is going to be interesting because at this moment in time, this man is in front. He is in first place. Up the road is Trenton Kimmel, who cannot seem to remain on the racetrack and is currently 6 laps down for Kimmel. So, yeah, Kimmel is 5 laps down with Ericsson also 2 laps down there. There was a lot of chaos and carnage on that one. Mr. Young is nearly close to being lapped from Mr. Spainhouse Senior. So there we go, as he's going to now siphon through and put himself right behind the pace car. This is, if you're ever going to experience your first race leading the pack, this is it, right? He had jitters and butterflies before, Kenton. He's going to have even more jitters and butterflies.
Well, I was going to say, thankfully for him, he's going to have Bradley Young right behind him, but he's not, because Brad's actually going to have to bump out to the outside now. Yeah, it's a very A very interesting how he's going to feel having to restart this, unless he decides to. Well, I was going to say unless he pops in now, but I'm going to go with a nope on that, as he is just going to take the lead.
Yeah, it'd be pointless him going in now. Absolutely pointless. Brad's going to go high, wide, and handsome, or stay on the inside. Kimmel's staying on the inside. Trogdon's going past. Witt's going past. Lewis is going past. These guys are going to siphon to the back there. Ericsson's
Curious
in
what
there.
ends up happening here, because this is a whole cluster down below.
Yeah,
there's guys trying to figure out what order they're supposed to be in and where they're supposed to go and who's supposed to be where.
Because Lanier and John and Malcolm are also going to have to go past as well. So it's all on Terry W. Spainhour Senior. Zach Lewis has got a front bumper again. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, to be fair, because his airflow was probably better without the bumper.
Yeah, but your aerodynamics are gone.
Yeah, but it wasn't really, let's be real, they're in pat racing and don't really make a difference.
Yeah, but if you're near the front, you definitely want your aerodynamics working.
Well, we're going to find out here. I'm interested to see how Spainhour Senior is going to get on. Scared. A little bit worried. This could be a restart and a half here.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
When's he going to go, do you think? When is he going to go? Let's go, Terry Senior. I agree.
Honestly, the restart really isn't going to have too much of an issue or too much of an impact, because if you get a huge jump, you just get caught because you have no one pushing with you.
The question's not going to be that. The question will be if he misses it. If the green drops and he doesn't react. If the green drops and he doesn't react, there's going to be a boop and a lot more boops coming up behind him. So he's got to react on that moment it goes green. If he does not react, like now, he's gone.
No, he did.
He did react. Well done to you, sir. Good job. Going into turn one, Spainhour Senior with Witt right behind him. I tell you what, if he does one thing that which I've never seen TJ do and win a race on his first opening, I am going to literally, I think, give birth to 5 puppies.
What? I was trying to think of some response to that, and I got nothing.
No, don't get out the way.
Oh, no, he wants to go to the back.
Yeah, but it's Daytona. Just sit in. Let him push you along, bro. Now you got TJ behind you. How'd you go from first to 10th in one foul swoop?
Seen worse starts.
No. Don't wiggly piggly and iggly jiggly.
Oh.
Brad, what are you doing?
I don't really know.
No, I don't really know. You're a lap down as well. Just hold your horses. There's going to be more. As out in front is Alex Witt, Zach Lewis, Brandon McLaughlin, Dan Michelle, Calvin Ross, all in there. Trogdon's on that inside line. He's got Peggles pushing in behind. Then he got Buchanan in the 44 once more here. So let's see how these guys will do as they're racing along. Spainhour Senior's in there. He's got Spainhour Junior behind. He's got Young somewhere behind him as well. They've got to be trying to get that bottom line up alongside, at least alongside Witt. Dan Michelle takes the reins. He's grabbed the horses by the horns and he's going for it. Horses by the horns, by the reins, and he's going for it now as well. On the inside lane, there's going to be another drop off. I think that was in front. Was that 81? Or was that... Yeah, it was 81. Was that Brandon McLaughlin just dropped to that bottom line as well? 34 of 75, but we're not too bad as we are at the moment. 28.
Now that's what when you actually can push and know how to push. We saw Dan Michelle and Brendan McLaughlin pushing through the corner. That takes some trust in that guy pushing you.
If he sits close enough, he should be all right. Wow, see, Dan's just pulled out then.
Because he wants to go to his teammate.
Yeah, but I get that, but they just need to be. They're both for BCR.
I'm no rocket scientologist.
Full of knowledge this evening, aren't you?
Yeah, well, that's what I would. I mean, him and Witt, they know that they work well together. They know what each other are doing. So he's been working with Witt the entirety of this race. I would do it too. No offense to McLaughlin at all, but it's like, are you gonna go with Witt, who you've been literally just in front of and been getting bumps from the entire time, and you know exactly what he's doing? Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I don't think both of them are BCR though. I don't think Michelle's BCR. Something's telling me he ain't here, but maybe I'm lost here as we're going around on lap 36 now. Over the line they go. We've got literally, what's that, 39 remaining on the nose of Noel Jakowitz. There's the inside line coming, that's McLaughlin. There is Trogdon right next to us as well. The bottom line from the money line, 81. And then the Dynaco or Carl on the outside there on the 33. Nope, Sunoco.
Sunoco. I thought it was the 5-hour energy. It's the same colors of 5-hour energy drinks too.
Yeah, this guy's got a good roaring row coming out of the exit of turn 4 at the moment. There we go, racing along right in front of you here as well. It's going to be an interesting one. Spain Seniors out the back. Here they come racing along. These machines now blaring down 190 miles an hour in turn 1 entry. Boom. Coming down, going to run you all over here as well. Absolutely rocket past us. It's an amazing sight. I think the airflow coming out of these, even real life here, Kenton, would be absolutely epic.
Be pretty quiet too. I have the volume turned all the way down so that I can hear everything else going on, and they're still fairly loud. Yeah, they're monstrous beasts, and there's a whole lot of horsepower.
I don't know. I have it coming through a monitor, partly due to the fact I just can't listen to you and the cars at the same time. It's just try to listen and also commentate on the cars that these guys are racing along. Taking up the lead with Witt, with Lewis, with Ross. Kern on the outside line. Then we've got that bottom line of McLaughlin in there, Trogdon's in there, Peggles is in there, Buchanan's in there, Zach, also Bradley Young is in there as well. All the way back here, away from the pack. I don't understand that. You're on your own. You've got to be hooking up the radar and Lania. They're coming up right behind you at a rapid rate of knots here. Because otherwise, Mr. Spain Senior, so we're going to get strung out like anyone's business. So hook up with the two behind because you're fighting yourself. Full dance at Daytona. Been an interesting one so far. It's more, apart from obviously the cautions, you know, we've seen that as well. New drivers, new season, new jitters.
Always, yeah. I think the combination of that, but I also think it's just a few guys kind of getting now used to each other again too, and missed most of last season. So it's him getting kind of used to everything. We've got, like you said, we've got 5 or 6 new guys that are popped in they're now trying to get used to this league. They decided on probably oddly one of the hardest tracks to deal with because of how important the draft is, and everything to go with that at Daytona to try and be here first. So I think it's just a combination. Daytona's always going to be a little hectic and a little crazy and a little spicy, so it's definitely one of the toughest ones. I think next week will be a little more calmed down. And we'll see. Yeah, I said a little. It'll be crashes for other reasons.
Am I missing?
We're just gonna go with it. Yeah, we're actually, you know what? Watkins Glen will be the best race. We all know that.
Yeah.
When you have to turn right, that's when you really get to see what these drivers are worth.
Hold it. That kicked off somewhere. Did not see where that started.
Right in the middle.
Jakowitz?
Huh?
Yeah, that's Jakowitz and Kern, isn't it, by the looks of it? You get a push in the wrong place here. Did he get a push in the wrong place for Cody Kern? Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sir, he did. Told you. Hit him on the... It's... Oh, Pegels didn't avoid that. Brad Young didn't avoid that. Ericsson didn't avoid that. Brusso puts himself in the wall. And unfortunately, no Jakowitz and Kern ended up terminating each other on that one. Back to live pictures up under the caution here as well. It's time for another conversation. Who should we have a chat with this time? Let's have a chat with Mr. Radel. Andy, welcome into the booth there, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys today?
I'm doing very well, mate. Not bad. 5 cautions in. You know, what more could we ask for? How was it out there, mate? Let's be real about it. It's Daytona. We all knew what was expected. We all knew what was coming. How has it been out there for you?
A bit hectic. It's we got a lot of new guys here, so learning to race around them and with them, and honestly, just trying to keep your nose clean. Got to make it to the end to finish, right?
Yeah. You've been at the front. Now you're at the back. Good job this come out though, because you were a long way off the back. I think it was like 7.5 seconds there.
Yeah.
Easy to lose the draft?
It was. Yeah, it's fairly easy if you just get stuck in the wrong line or behind somebody. It's real quick to disappear from your grasp.
Definitely out there. What's your expectations? Top 10?
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a matter of getting through wrecks, and I've had good luck with that so far tonight, so hopefully we can keep that going and see what happens.
Oh, man. Well, listen, have a good one, bud. We'll look forward to seeing if you can get up into that top 10 spot as well. This caution probably helped you more than anybody else, to be blatantly honest with you.
Oh, yes, very much so. Thanks, guys.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate it.
Breaks off pit lane there, and it was Witt, it was Lewis, Michelle, McLaughlin, Trogdon, Cannon, Collicott, Ross, Sherman, Malcolm, PJ, Radel, Peg, Kern, Roberts. With Zelda Spain out in behind them as well. I do love talking about the Radel because I can never gauge whether or not he's happy.
He's just that sneaky. Even when he's annoyed, he sounds happy.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're never really quite sure what you're getting. Am I getting upset Radel? Am I getting happy Radel? Or am I getting thank you for that caution Radel, who clearly needed it after being 7.5 seconds back?
Yeah, he sounded relieved, but also a little like everybody else in that just like another one.
Yeah, it's that relieved, yeah, kind of thing, isn't it, as well. Right, I believe the pace car lights are still on. There goes Sizemore here as well, so we've got one more lap under caution, lap 43. That's not bad. 5 cautions. We can handle that. 5-10 at 83% was the winner. Somebody said 1 to 4. I think that was optimistic.
I'm not going to say it was me or not, but it was me.
Really?
I was optimistic.
Why are they not going in on the opening?
They did.
No, they didn't. The lights are off. They didn't go in the opening.
No idea.
There is no way they had a late open. No? Either that or they've gone into top up, but they're in and out within 3-4 seconds. But I'm quite sure I understand that. First lap, people went in. First caution, because we were talking to Radel when they went in.
Yeah.
And then the next lap, people, then they went in. The pit lap opens at the front on the first go around, the middle on the back, the middle and back on the second go around, right? That's, I'm pretty sure how it works. I'm sure I've been involved where my pit lane open hasn't always been on that one. Where is Brad? 21st, but just got his lap back and is on the lead lap, Billy. There as well. Going to bed. Going to bad. Let's go Terry Senior. Going to be dad. Sorry, Michael. Yeah, the pit lane opens on the second lap, so should be interesting for these guys.
Yeah, this is exactly who I had leading this race at this point.
Really, 2 new people.
Yeah, 100%.
You are completely dribbling waffle with that one. I've got to be honest. There as well. So
I had it written down on my invisible piece of paper.
With your invisible ink. Got no proof, Sheriff. Got no proof. Right.
Exactly.
Here we go now as well. 2 lanes. It's Trogdon and Buchanan. Let's see how they get on. Collicott's in there. Ross is in there. TJ's in there. Terry Senior's in there. You've just got to go, mate. You are in mid-pack. You cannot hang around because you will be eaten up faster than a Big Mac at McDonald's. If you do not get on your bike here, you cannot go and mess with yourself at the back. Get them, stick them in the pocket, and let's get going because it's got to be Kahuna time.
Yeah, he's definitely
He's got to go.
Get tied up.
Yeah, just drive. Drive, turn left. That's it.
I mean, it's all NASCAR really is.
Dude, it is on a super speedway, right? Even I don't express it to be hard on the inside, or make sure you're going to stay away from the outside. Or here's the novel idea that you can lift, all right? You don't have to torpedo somebody because you don't want to lift off that pedal. You can lift, the draft will pull you along, okay? I'm making this important to everybody that turns around and says, what am I going to do? This is super speedway. I don't know.
So for anyone wondering, this may or may not have happened.
It did. Exactly in that conversation happened as well. Why do I want to lift? I'm on a super speedway. I don't know, maybe because I'm in the wall with 4 other cars, you lovely individual. I don't know. I just find it hard that the draft there as well. They're going to be running 2 wide now. Onto the try they go. Spainhour Senior still in there. He's got the mighty man himself, Alex Witt, pushing him along. Go on, son. Just keep it straight. Let the man behind do most of the work here. Just hug that inside yellow line. Everyone do this one. You're not going to want to come off it. Come off it. The wall on the right hand side and the outside line waiting for you. You keep it close to that yellow line as possible here as they're tucked in nose to tail. They've dropped Bradley Young. How did they drop 3 cars at the beginning? I don't get that. Raiders died out the way. Partly because Roberts had a big old moment with Jordan Malcolm there. Died up the outside lane. Collicott's going to lead us away here with Buchanan, Jackowitz, Rost and Enquiries. Into past the line they go. We're on lap 47, 1 more lap down. We've still got the 2 rows running. And that bottom line is now led by Mr. Well, it's not. It's number 7.
Changed very quickly mid-sentence there for you, just to make things difficult. Although I think the 28 is actually a lapped car.
He is. He's Matt Erickson.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's actually a lap down, and yes, he is. So it was being led the bottom line by Erickson. However, unfortunately, not up with this front group, so he's going to be hoping for another caution. We don't want one. He will want one. Let himself get unlapped. Hopefully, although it looks like I think Bradley Young will actually be the first one to get unlapped on that guy. But
Have you got a cat?
I do not have a cat, no. There's a crow outside my window.
That would be the one I believe.
No, there's some stupid crow.
Get the wife to chase him with the broom. Get away, crow! Get away!
Oh, she's at Gaelic football.
Oh, okay. Do the Canadian have a home sport or not at any point here as well?
Hockey. Hockey's our sport.
Go and play that then.
I do.
Okay, good
But
job.
that's a winter sport. It's in the middle of summer.
All right, okay. Oh, there we go. 2 lines still working together in the right round trial as well. We talked to the Canadian who does Irish sports and Australian sports. The sports world. Dropping down, you count now until it picks up that line as well. Jumping is in the 7. He's gonna make it. You've got to. You're tight. You're tight. Oh, Trogdon. Pick your entry. Pick your entry. Ericsson's got to pick it as well. Keep him up. Down. A bit. Flying. The back of Ericsson, pushing into the back of your boy. That's all you really need to do on this one. Otherwise, you're going to be dropping. And it's dropping.
Yeah, we're
actually
Sorry, I was closing the door so the crow wasn't annoying everybody. We are actually moving along fairly smoothly, though. I was actually, I mean, even with the caution, it hasn't been like dragging.
No.
Like I remember the Daytona, where there was a lot of cautions. It just felt like it was forever. I think we had 50% of our laps were under yellow in that one. It was a long day.
Push. You can get him. Now get him on the corner and get him before you go in. On the nose of the Johnny Bravo, Calvin Ross, Toyota Camry. There as well. It's an interesting run for some of these. I think some of these guys will be happy about their runs that they've had today. Some of them maybe, probably, possibly not so much after that, but I think a lot of the guys will be happy.
I mean, a lot of these guys are definitely in positions that are usually not. We're not often seeing Seth Pegg up in the top 10, but he's having himself a quietly fantastic race, even though he did get involved in one incident, but he's actually avoided a couple, although I say that literally as his number starts tumbling down the field. Never mind. But yeah, it's odd. I mean, Dan Michel, Alex Witt, both a little further back, but that top line seems to be moving a little bit better than the bottom line is right now, and I think that's just a case of a little more closed up as it looks like Seth Pegg joining that top line as well.
Yeah, I think for me, the problem isn't that top line. The problem is the fact that whoever's in the middle, poor old Brandon McLaughlin, and he gets strung out, boys, slotting behind Brucer. Up, good lad, well done. Here as well. I think the problem is that the bottom line, in hindsight, should be necessarily quicker. The shorter distance around the racer, right? But as you say, if they're going to create more gaps than my road's got potholes, you're not going to make your way through. You know, you've got to stay in there. You've got to be in there and push and just push and settle in. It doesn't matter what's going on that outside line. Get you guys hooked up. You want to be in there, almost in each other's pockets. Keeping that inside line. Running straight is generally a good idea. If you can't find direction on which way is straight, stay on the yellow line. Put the yellow line as close to your nose on the left and just run that yellow line. You know what I mean? For me, it's up here in the booth. We say it's basic and it's easy, and you know, you've got to make sure that you're on it to be able to get there. But they're very fractured. There's a break, there's a double, there's a break, there's a triple, there's a break. You know, and they're not really closing in. If Spainhouse Senior come in and thought he was going to get an easy ride, well, he's done for now because he's sitting in 13th in the middle of the pack there as well. You know, he's now in that moment where it's the baptism of fire, isn't it? If you're just going to sit there and you can't go around messing about now. You're in, you're racing, your nose is in 13th, 14th, you've just got to go for it. And there's no more dropping to the back, there's no more trickling around, getting used to. No, you're in the mix, you're in the fight. It's like an army, and then them giving you a gun and saying, right, Brad, you've only got one bullet, you better run behind the edge. You know what I mean? You ain't got that. You've just got to go for it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing with this track. It's hesitation.
Kills you.
He who hesitates is lost, basically. Like, you if you take that second to go, well, maybe it's gone. There's no chance. It's too fast. You kind of have to just take what your gut tells you to do and do it. Obviously, if you hear someone below you, don't do it. But like, if there's space there and you're like, maybe I should take this, and I don't know, it's by that point you have no chance. If you hear clear up and that lane is moving, move into that lane and keep going with it. But if you kind of are hesitating or unsure, that's when problems start arising for every driver, but especially on super speedways. That's when you start seeing those people kind of making that late move, clipping the back end of somebody or the front end of someone, getting dragged across and slamming into a wall, is because they decided to try and make a move too late and left it too late, and that caused them to end up losing out on that space, and then that space was gone.
Yeah, you can't. As soon as you hear something, double check, right? Because let's be real, there are spotters that tell you you're clear and you're nowhere near clear. And I've done that myself as well. I've literally sat in voice chat and an official gone, you are not clear. If your spotter's telling you you're clear, you are not. I am on your own side. Do not come down on me. Use your, I don't know, if you've got triples, use your left one. If you haven't, use your right one. If you've got a single, use your button that flicks your head to the left to have a look quick enough. But you've got to do it within a flash. And that's the thing. As you say, he who hesitates loses. And it's the same in driving in real life. If you're at a roundabout and you don't go and you got a gap, you guarantee there ain't going to be one for about another 5 minutes. And by that time, the geezer behind you, his face has gone red and he's willing to bump you on and get out of the car and push you into the middle of the roundabout. You've got to make sure that you're being decisive. Yes, you're new. Yes, I understand that, and I get that, and you're nervous, and your iggly-pigglies, and your belly's going, and you've got the old butterflies in your dry mouth and everything else. You ain't got to worry about that now. You're at Daytona. It's full flat, straight round. Live when you need to, generally in the corners. If you get too close to somebody, just dink it off the throttle a little bit, take it back a little bit. But what you can't do now is completely lose contact, especially when people are tucked in behind you. Trogdon there as well. McLaughlin comes down on that inside line. And you've just got to nestle in and just, in Daytona, you've got to go. And you've got to go quick. And at the moment, Devon Collicott, Noel Jakowicz, Paul Buchanan, Tom Lanier, Zach Lewis is on that bottom line, leaning away with Andrew Onquist. We know Onquist, he's been around the block more times as well. And then anything here in the series, he's been here for as long as we've been here, I think, if not longer, for Andrew Onquist. So he knows what he's doing. So for Zach Lewis, he can rely that Onquist is going to push you into the corner. He's going to leave you alone. He might get you on corner entry if he can stay close enough. And he's going to leave you alone again. And I think when you're in this situation, I would just run that line. Literally run that bottom line solid. No getting me off it. You're not coming on my inside. And you certainly aren't going to put me up in the wall.
Yeah, exactly. And it kind of comes with, actually, once you've been here for a little while, you know who does what, who drives how they drive. That obviously is going to come with, just wheel time with these guys and things like that. But I mean, Zach Lewis has been here before.
Yeah,
I don't think he's yeah. Yeah, so I mean, he'll know Almquist and they'll work together fairly well. But the Buchanan and Lanier up above.
No, you're
right
coming
behind.
off the corner at him. Oh. Just as we were giving Armquist props then, he come off the corner right down the right-hand side of Zach Lewis's bumper. And that just would have put Lewis into a different realm of the upside down. It would have been done on that one if he'd hit him at this thing there. I really did think Armquist was not going to lift off them. Yeah. Sorry, Kenton.
No worries. I missed that as I looked away to the timing table there. But yeah, it's like those guys, they're going to be kind of like trying to figure everything out and sort of figuring out who drives in what way sort of thing. And that's definitely going to take them. But I mean, they're fourth and seventh now, but like they've been driving well this whole time. I think it's just going to take a little time to get really comfortable. And obviously, like, this is one of those tracks where you have to trust the people behind you. You can't, if you don't, you're going to have massive problems or you're going to get left behind. So it's kind of one of those things. And I think it'll be very interesting to kind of watch as we continue with this new group and see how it goes. I'll be very curious how it changes for Talladega once we get there, because that's going to be a very, very similar style of racing. Yeah, exactly. So it'll be really interesting to see how the new guys have kind of assimilated into the teams and into the group, and kind of how they all work together with that. Oh, the Jordan Malcolm decision, and then I say that as both guys get just bullied out completely.
Yeah, but the question is are they going to stay there, or are we going to have 3 lines here? Because that top line has still got 3 on it. Chief Buchanan. We got a little bumping one.
He's actually going to be able to slot in.
Yeah, but you've got the 22 on the outside, though. Now we were getting spicy. The 13 laps is 13 laps to go here on the BSC Cup Series, and the ball on dance at Daytona. The problem is the predicting the winner was like predicting the winner, because you could have 3 to go and it could all just go completely pink tong, wipe out most of the field, and Spain now Senior comes through and wins, or TJ wins, or whatever. Really, Brad's not got hope. But do you know what I mean? You can still see the top part.
100%, and I mean, I hope that winning the lottery can happen a little easier, because I have a lottery ticket right now, and the winning ticket is 70 million this week. So yeah, there you go. I'll send you a koozie. I'll get one made.
Like literally, 70 million is going to give me a cup warmer. Oh, it's going off! It's going off! It's going off!
Sort of?
Where are you? Well, that is going to
that might be the most incredible saves all the way across there.
There's 1. There's 2. That goes
3.
Yeah.
Radel is in the wall. Somehow still going. Is he dragging something? Time or something?
Something went wrong somewhere, but they're still going here.
Wow.
How we're still going. Oh, we don't like the 3 lines. And guess how many lines we got? Oh man, am I scared now. We need a caution to get the pack back up. That was just fractured, that whole field there. Alex Whitman, Bobby Roberts, Dan Collicott, TJ in 4th. Fun. Oh, we did it at Daytona last time, didn't he?
No, he almost did, but he gave up his spot.
Pushed, was it Radel? No.
That was the day I was sick, so you were casting it with Higgins. So I actually never even saw the race.
I can't remember. I'm sure it was Radel. No, not Radel. The other one.
Okay, I was like, what do you mean the other? There's no other Radel.
No, Strada. I'm sure he followed Strada over the line. But he could have taken a win. He could have pulled out. He could have got him. They're going to latch on here. That is Radel about to get lapped. This fractured pack in the middle was all going a little bit higgly, piggly, diggly, wiggly. And I can tell you one thing, that could have ended up going a little bit wrong down in this big pack here. Look at Jordan Malcolm.
I don't want to say came out of nowhere, but he's been involved in a couple of incidents, and he's still back up there. God, him and his fuel saving wonderfulness.
Yeah. Wrong. And the 86 Busby Bees Crafts get it.
He's got himself at least near a podium opportunity, though taking a bold move going on the outside.
Yeah, but he's got Kern
He's
alongside.
got Cody Kern and Buchanan behind him.
Yeah. Oh, Malcolm just nearly got... Whit!
Oh, Whit's go...
Whit's gone! Whit's gone! Brusso's gone! Where's the rum gone? They've all gone!
I have some rum. I'll share it. It's Caribbean rum.
Ooh.
With a little bit of coconut.
That was my guess to film moment. Which film was that?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Why is the rum gone?
But the rum! Where's the rum gone?
Billy, I'm not going to say anything. I'm waiting for him to figure it out.
What?
Who's in the first?
If I say it, it's all going to go wrong. Oh, Whit got pushed by Malcolm.
Yeah. And he got a little squirrely, connected with Rodney Roberts and Radel and...
Russo.
Or not Radel, sorry. Who was that? Radel was behind that. I didn't even see who it was on the inside there.
Somebody's dragging, literally, not a lot of people.
Well, Sizemore's got a bundle of not going well.
Yeah.
Almquist is, banged up.
I know who's in the lead. Billy, stop it.
And he's going to have Buchanan behind him, too, to restart this race.
Yeah, who's in... Oh, there's nobody in the Fart team at the front. McLaughlin, don't go in. Get up. Get up. We need you up. Peggles, up you go. McLaughlin. It's not your fault. McLaughlin's gone round. Trogdon's gone round. So there is a couple of helpers up there. Couple of helpers, Billy. Couple of helpers. Go, baby. This is Lydia. Don't, Lydia. Just... I'm going to have to shut my door. Just in case.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone make sure if you are wearing headphones, we're going to give you a warning now. Whenever we get going again, in case the 86 car is anywhere near the front, be very careful. You might want to notch it down a couple in terms of the volume here. I've got my voice chat dial ready to rip down real fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. 6 to go. Going to be 5 under 5 to go with caution. Because the light should be possibly this time around. You've all been warned, if you don't turn your TVs, your monitors or your earphones off, I'm not responsible for broken eardrums. I accept no responsibility for deafness if the 86 car comes over the line. I've warned them.
Yep. Twice. I did, you did. We're good. We're covered.
We're good.
We legally, we're good.
Yeah, we're giving you a warning. JPB accept no responsibility for anybody's eardrums if the 86 wins this race.
You might have to talk to Armin Brusso if that happens, and we'll go there.
Yeah, go DM, all DMs to Armin Brusso. Nothing to do with me.
All complaints to Armin Brusso.
Yeah. Oh, as I watched the other day, please direct all complaints to the manufacturer of the product. And my mum don't care.
Yeah.
So, good luck. Right. Oh my dearie me. Should be off, lights off this time around, I think.
Yep.
They're be lining
so
up.
4 to go. It's going to be what's left.
Oh my God. Oh,
I almost just don't want to say anything for the next few laps because I
want to sit here in silence. I can't. Going to break. Come on, TJ. Woohoo! Oh, don't, Lydia. Don't, Billy. It's all good. Could go wrong. 5 to go. It's going to be 4 at the lights. Oh man, we need McLaughlin and Trogdon to get out the back of TJ and give him a mighty oomph. Or could we see Seth Pegg take the victory?
I would be pretty okay with Seth too.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, in reality, like, this entire front group, I have zero complaints of anyone who wins this.
I do as well, but there's a special bromance.
Really, I had not noticed. You hide it so well. The bias has never been shown.
No, never have I ever cheered on TJ to the point of where I don't care about the rest of the field. Not once have I ever done that. I have not received a magnetic car magnet that goes on my PC, or a cup, or a koozie that keeps my drinks warm from the Spain Hour family at all. However, if he does win this, I want a cup with that winning car on, just to let you know. Right. Not fussy. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever felt so nervous in my life. Right. It's going to be 4 to go at the line. It's going to be 4 to go at the line. He's gone. He's gone. Cannon's gone with him. Comes in there. This thing as well. That upper line. DJ's bolted. We're going to find out in literally the next minute and a half, 2 minutes at the most, whether or not he can hold on to this. He's got Buchanan for company. They're pushing each other along. McLaughlin's in there. Lanier as well. Buchanan's just pushed out. That will give McLaughlin the straight run on the back of TJ here. As the two guys from the far team should be able to work together. Here comes that outside line. He needs a push. Push him. Oh, there they go. Oh, Kevin. Jesus
I can
Christ.
feel the stress. I can feel the stress through your voice here.
No. Oh, it's going to be a GWC. Oh, it's going to be a GWC. Robert Sherman, Jackie. Oh, ouch! Poor old Tony Spainhour Senior. He's got absolutely rogered there, and he had nothing to do with that whatsoever.
I didn't see who caused that. It looked like it was a combination between Rodney Roberts and Noel Jackowitz here.
Look, let's be real about it. You can't really see who caused it. They're both literally into each other on the beginning. Oh, no.
Oh, actually, it was... Huh. So Malcolm goes to the outside of Terry Spainhour Sr.
to try and bump him down a bit.
Malcolm gets a big run.
I wouldn't have done that.
Up. Little bump of the wall, it looked like. Bumps into Terry Senior, and then he kind of gets left out in no man's land now. Corner comes, and unfortunately, it looks like I think he clips.
No,
yeah, clips
no. He never touched. No. He never touched him.
That's not a great angle.
Okay. Did he?
That touched.
That definitely
touched.
Where's that Kelly car? Did he touch him or not? Here he comes.
Oh, no. He
No,
doesn't make contact.
No,
all right. No contact.
Jackowitz just runs the wall, gets caught on the wall.
I think it might have net coded it for him, but yeah.
Bang! That happened.
Yeah.
All right. But now
Unfortunately now, though, for Spainhour, McLaughlin is going to be above him, not behind him.
Yes.
He's going to have Buchanan behind him, but...
Yeah, but if Spainhour, they're in the same chat room, right?
He could get a great jump and allow McLaughlin to kind of slot in behind him, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Okay.
They just need to make it for 2 laps, and then it doesn't matter. Or not even. They just got to get around once.
All right, here we go. We're going to pull in Brandon McLaughlin here as well. Brandon, both fat boys at the front. What's the plan?
We're going to try to get single file and work together, I think.
All right, who's going for the win?
I think it comes down to who's behind who and who's going to push the other. I don't think we really care otherwise.
Okay. Not that biased in the booth or anything, as you know, but good luck.
Oh, thanks.
No worries. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, there was an all there just as I kicked him out of the booth. I do apologise. Okay, so they're going to try and work together. And
Like a team. Yep.
And single file it.
I can just feel the stress right now coming from you.
I'm slouched back in my chair with my hands on my head about now because I just cannot work. Like, I dropped a hint as well. Did you hear it? Almost like no bias from me up here in the booth, of course.
Oh, as soon as I heard it, I started chuckling. Yep, I heard that. I was like, all right.
It's got to get a jump and Brandon's got to slot in. I'm not saying they challenge down to the line, right? Let's be real about it. They're both going to go for the win. But I'm just saying, as the most sensible thing, because Terry's the lead car, it would make more sense to jump in and slot in behind, right? I can't do this. I don't think I can watch this for the next 3 laps. This is going to kill me.
Well, they're going to get going. They're going to go, once they go green, there's only going to be 2 laps, and they just have to make it around once.
Okay.
And then it's a white flag, and then it doesn't matter what happens behind them.
Yeah, but it's what happens in front is the worrying bit.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other problem.
Yeah, right. Who else is up there? McLaughlin's up there. Kern, Lanier, Lewis, Pegg, Ross. No other help at all for the Fart Boys. It's these two, the 2 knights in shining armour, are going to be going at each other here, hopefully, sensibly, not causing either of them any stress, or me any stress, or, well, I don't really think Kenton cares, but never mind. Right.
I mean, I care, it's, yeah. I think it's just entertaining at this point.
Right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, in about a minute, if the 86 is in front, turn your TV down. Here we go now. The pace car's going to be peeling off. We're dropping down to the night time. No lights on the car, they're just stickers. The final GWC is up and running. It's green, it's green, it's green. McFarland didn't get in. Oh, he did not get in. He kind of jumped into the end there. TJ's got the run on his own. He has got the run on his own. Is McLaughlin going to hold up that top line? Oh, well, that would work. Oh, he slots in now. Now he's in. Oh, my gee. Blinking Norin Whizman.
You Williker, Statman.
Oh, Kern's going to get him on the outside line. Kern's going to get the run. That bottom line needs to bump it forward. Oh, it's a yellow. Oh. I don't think TJ had that at the yellow.
I want to say he was second.
He was second. He's going to be on the outside line. I don't think he got it. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay. That happened.
But I think what's going to happen, though, is he's going to have McLaughlin also behind him.
Was that?
Oh,
Where
I think that's...
are you going?
Collicott tries to come down onto... as Witt went into the middle, and then that spun Seth, who's trying to save the car, and then his rear end, as he clips around, catches Alex, and then it goes into Rodney, and then Alex goes into Trogdon.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, that happened on lap 76. And is he front here?
I don't think he should be.
I don't think he should be either. I think when he came
pretty
out,
sure
I'm
when
pretty
white
sure
yellow
Kern
came
got
out,
it.
yeah.
Kern was there. If he is first, Spainhour's first, Kern's second, McLaughlin's third. If that's the way they're going to line up here, I'm going to cry if he wins.
I think you're just going to cry.
No,
you're going to cry whether he wins or loses at this point.
You might just need to get me a deed fib, I think. Okay. Why are you pitting?
Is he out of fuel?
Oh my gee whiz, Batman. Please tell me that is a splash and dash. It ain't gonna make no difference.
Nope.
Well, that's the end of that. Tires? Oh, I can sit back down now. Well, that's not going to work.
Nope. Well, Cody Kern, McLaughlin, Lewis, Buchanan, Ross. I'm cool with whoever wins this one. I think it's going to be exciting.
Well, Billy, you ain't going to be crying, girl. I can tell you that much. Because he's just had to go into the pits. Oh, well, sit back in my chair now. I was stood up in my feet and I did shut my door, but I've got a funny feeling I might not have to. Here this evening, now as we're on caution number 8, free to go. We've only got 3 GWCs. We've had 2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Lydia, I don't know what went on. I don't know how he's... I don't know. That's... I get the fuel, but I don't get the tyres. So, right. My heart was pounding, Billy, but it's now stopped. Oh. Oh well. Who are we picking, Kenton?
Oh, it's hard to say. At this point, it's kind of a toss-up. Because who knows? Because we could have another. I think there's one more possible green-white checker.
I think there's one more to go. I think this is second. This is number 2.
Yeah, I think it could get real interesting either direction, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Well,
Chaos, let it rain.
Basically, Kenton don't really care. I cared right up until that moment that car went in the pit lane, and then I kind of stopped caring because that's 10th place is a very difficult position to come through and win over 2 laps, right? Let's be real about it. Unless there's more drama, there does need to be more drama. Are we going to see more drama? That could be the question, Kevin.
In this and Daytona, yes. I'm going to call one more at least.
Okay.
Let chaos reign.
Okay, where's the bottom line gone, or am I missing the point here?
I don't know what Zach Lewis is doing.
What are you doing? I have no idea currently at this moment in time. I'm hoping this is just a glitch in the matrix and it's not really that far back. You're on the top line, you're on a winner here. Oh no, now he's moving. Weird. Right. Hold on, buckle onto your hats. Buckle onto your hats. No. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can make it through. We've got GWC time, green, white, checkered flag. Here we go into the go restart zone. We are running once more. The bottom line's got the jump over the top. Ryan McLaughlin got a little bit left out. Zach Lewis is there. They've opened up the inside line. They've opened up the inside. TJ didn't want to make the jump. In the start line there. Now Jordan Malcolm's in there. Calvin Ross is in there. There's going to be an opening on the inside line once more. We've got Lynch coming down to 2 to go. They've only got one more to make the white flag.
A little spicy.
DJ's in 7. Sure, just in front. Oh, Ross is getting pushed. Ross is getting left in the corner. They're going to go 3 wide here as well. Are they going to make it over the line? They look like they're all going to try and make it over the line. Zach Lewis has been pushed out. TJ's now on 4th. He's in the white flag spot. Oh, he's in the wall. No! We'll have a look back. I'm not sure how, what, why, or when. I don't know. Calvin Ross is out in front of this moment in time. Jordan Malcolm's in there. Rodney Roberts is in there. Whoa! There's more! Okay, still Calvin Ross out in front.
It's just absolute chaos going on. It's just carnage in the background. And Calvin Ross, yeah, continuing. Dan Michelle looks like he's going to try and make a move. Jordan Malcolm back up there as well, and let's see who comes through.
Here we go. It's going to be Dan Michelle, I think. It's going to take the victory. It is. Jordan Malcolm spins Calvin Ross. Oh, my dearie me.
There's going to be very interesting conversations going on in the Discord after this.
Right. Let's just decipher the white flag a minute. How did you end up in the wall? This is the biggest confusion here. He's past Cody Kern.
I think Rodney Roberts gives Kern a little bump, and then Kern comes back down around, catches him. Yeah, so that sends him up.
Right, that's that.
McLaughlin's going into the pit lane. It looks like he got hooked as well.
Peck's going
Seth Pegg hits him. Somehow Seth kept going and didn't even ends up actually in better off spot than anyone there. I don't really know what happened there.
Right, so that went on there. That was the bit. Then Brad Young ends up getting absolutely, I don't know if he just loses it here, or does he get sent round as well? Because he loses it at one point. That's going to be there's got to be contact somewhere.
Oh, Sherman just goes under and straight sends him into the wall. All right, so.
Right, so now we're on the end. Michelle and Michael.
Gives him a little rub, but then he keeps going. And then Dan goes to the outside, and there's lots of space, so he gives him space.
Jordan
and then
Malcolm.
Not sure what Jordan Malcolm decided to do here.
Dive for the inside. Ross covered him off. Got pushed. Did Roberts come through in second? Or did...
Oh, I think he might have. I think he just stole it.
Well, there's only one way we're going to find this one out. And this is by doing this. Calvin Ross craps second.
And Rodney Roberts did a 4?
What? I think we need a recount. Roberts got over the line before them 3. Anyway, Dan Michelle is your winner. Calvin Ross in second. Jordan Malcolm in third. I am not even sure how that even happened. Rodney Roberts in fourth, and Cody Kern fifth. Zach Lewis in sixth. Seth Pegg seventh. Greg Sherman eighth. Tom Lanny in ninth. Devon Collicott in 10th, with TJ Down in 11th. Paul Buchanan in 12th. Anthony Radel in 13th. Alex Witt 14th. Terry W. Spainhour in 15th. Brad Young 16th. Brandon McLaughlin 17th. And Matt Erickson in 18th place. David Trogdon down in 19th. Noel Jackowitz, Armin Russo, Andrew Onquist, Rob Sizemore, and Trenton Kimmel, who never really started here. My last lap was so dumb. Well, let's have a chat with the man.
Before we dive into that, I'm just going to point this out real quick. The final finisher intervals are 0.266, 0.270, 0.272. Real tight.
Yeah.
Real tight.
Not a lot of nothing. Not a lot of nothing there as well. So we can go back now and have a chat with Mr. Jordan Malcolm, who did come somehow magically over the line in third place. Still can't work it out. But there we go. Jordan, welcome in, buddy. Good, nice to have you back in here.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be back for, the one-off race.
One-off?
Yeah. Well, work's been getting in the way, and good old COVID-19 hit. So so had the day off and got nothing better to do. So come and have a run with the boys.
And finished third after being, well, nowhere really, to be fair. You snuck through the field like a Chinese ninja.
Yeah, well, throughout that mid-pack of the race, you don't have to be running up the front. At times it was looking like a fuel-saving race, so just being further back in the pack looked okay. It was probably the best position to be in, and then work your way forward. But once, the inevitable cautions came up, then it's just a matter of avoiding the wrecks, and we've just somehow to pinch a third.
Yeah, well, great job there. Was it fun being back out?
Yeah, it was definitely unique. Don't miss all the lag between all the cars again. I know I got net coded a few times out there, but managed to save it a few times. But no, overall it was definitely fun to be back in. Hopefully work is a little bit nicer, and hopefully we can get back into some more races. But for now, it's just a one-off race. Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, I would say hopefully see you at Darlington, but we may do, we may not. Is there anyone you want to shout out before we let you go anyway, dude?
Shout out to the team 19, and then everyone in the league, and everyone that runs it. Thank you.
Awesome stuff, Jordan. Thanks so much for joining us there, buddy, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Awesome, thank you.
Next up is your second place. I still don't know how he grew. I don't even know how this top three come about, because I'm sure Roberts beat all of them. But let's have a chat with Calvin Ross in the Johnny Bravo livery Camry here this evening. Finished in second place. Well done, Calvin. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm happy with where I ended up. It's a lot better than I thought I was going to do, so can't win them all, right?
Dude, you went spinning over the line, and me and Kenton both sat here and went, Rodney Roberts got you both. Because it looked like, honestly, Roberts got you both going over the line. Now, I don't know if it's the fact that you were on the infield that may have saved you, but it was definitely a close run there, and you were up the front as well. What was it like at the dizzy heights in the lead?
Oh, it's terrifying. There's a reason I spend most of my time in the mid to back.
Well, that's not being rude, but that's exactly what Kenton said. He threw you under the bus a bit. I'd be quite surprised that you.
Hey, it's fine.
No, I told him it was fine, but he did chuck you under the bus a little bit on that one. You know, could you have held on? You tried blocking, you tried moving, you blocked Jordan Malcolm, who then ended up you two both spinning around and doing a lovely pirouette. Could you have held on to the lead, you think, or was just Dan just too quick?
There's a small chance. I knew Dan was going to make the move, because who wouldn't make the move in that situation? Dan made the move later than I thought he was going to, so in order to make the block, I would have had to either done it before he started moving or wrecked myself. So I figured that Jordy might have some pity on me and might push me across, but he instead just hooked me instead, which is fine because I probably would have done the same thing.
Well,
but hey, second place is a lot better than I thought it was going to end up, so I can't complain about it.
Hey, listen, that's a point scoring position for the fact that we got 3 going into the playoffs at the end of this, right?
Yeah, it puts me in a good spot for the start of the season.
It definitely does. Calvin, thanks so much for joining us. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Just Armin and how much hard work he puts into him and how much we love him.
Awesome stuff. Well, thank you very much for that one, Calvin, and we'll hopefully catch you in Darlington.
Have a good one. See you next week.
Sorry, Kenton. Didn't mean to throw you under the bus there.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, yes. And ladies and gentlemen, we better have a chat with the winner, the man that returns here as well after his hiatus from a season and a half. But he comes back with a bang. He takes the victory. Some may say lucky, let's be real, because it's Daytona, right? Everybody's lucky you got over the line and on the podium, but Dan Michel made sure he was in the right spot. He got the jump on Calvin Ross, took the outside line, took it over the line there and won the race. Dan, welcome in, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love it. I love your calmness. Thank you very much. I've just returned after being out for a few months, and I've just got a 1. Come on.
Only a little bit. I mean, you kind of were making fun of me there in practice.
What's that? Dude, you spun the car and rocketed into the wall. What do you expect me to say?
I was just having some fun.
Yeah, if you're going to sit there and say it's Daytona, you don't need practice, and then I watch you torpedo it in a wall, dude, you're going to get it. You should know that by now. Come on, let's be real about it. Listen, how good was it to be returned, though, yeah?
It was a lot of fun. I miss racing with everyone here. I mean, I always had been racing with everyone here. This is the first time that I've really taken a big break like that. So, of course I missed it, and glad to be back. Had a lot of fun in the chat. We were just messing around and having a lot of fun. For a super speedway, you don't typically have that much fun, but it was a lot of fun.
I do wonder if that's because people get stressed, right? You know, if you watch the broadcast back, you should have heard me when TJ was in front going over the line. It was literally going to explode my head. But I suppose at the end of the day, people get stressed because it is a super speedway. We are 8 cautions deep. Everybody's fuel use is very short. They want to get it over and done with, and they do end up erupting. But it's about not erupting at the end there that gets you the victory. Mind you, I don't know if you've watched the last lap. It was complete and utter chaos behind you.
Yeah, I assumed that it was going to be chaos. Just coming to the restart, we were all discussing, and you could just see everyone was ready to go. So I got a really good restart. That's how I was able to push Calvin, because the first 2 cars in the lane moved up, thinking that the outside lane was going to move, but the outside lane never formed up. So I was just on Calvin's bumper, shoving him. Then I had Jordan behind me, and Rodney too.
Yeah,
So
it definitely was. It was an interesting one as well, and both me and Kenton, were exploding because the last lap was just so chaotic. And I think it was, good to see you come back. It was good to see you get a victory on your return as well. Good start to the season, especially when we got 3 people going into the playoffs as well. What is that? Is that the damn Michael goal? Is that the damn Michelle goal? Is it going for that 3rd playoff or one of the playoff positions?
I mean, I'm definitely going for a playoff position. I could have gotten a playoff position before. I mean, I'm gonna say, because I missed the season, I could have gotten another playoff position there, but because of what happened, I couldn't. So I got to do it now. And I didn't get any stage points today, I don't think, because I got spun from the lead, which wasn't Alex's fault. We were trying to just hang back a little bit because we wanted to save fuel, and or not even save fuel. We were just trying not to force any pushing, and he just didn't have time.
Yeah, it all went a little bit wrong there, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think so as well. But listen, congratulations on your victory there. Is anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
All the guys in the BSC. I know it was pretty drama-full the last time they raced, and it was just a lot of fun. A really, really, really fun race today, and I genuinely enjoyed the fact that I could come back here and just have fun with the guys. So it was awesome.
We'll see if you feel that way after Dega.
I didn't think I was going to feel that way after Daytona. I don't like super speedways.
Well, this is true.
We'll
but
see.
you did a great job, sir. So well done. And I look forward to seeing you next week at Darlington.
Yeah, I'll see you guys there.
Take care.
Right, thank you.
Well, there you go. 3 happy people. Now, just watching back that finish line, they did cross in front of Roberts just before he got there, Kenton. Literally, it was nosing, I think, on that one.
It was really bloody tight, and like we said, we looked at it, and it was like, we're talking thousandths of a second, and so she was close.
She was very close. Closing thoughts from you, Mr. Sportak?
Daytona did what Daytona does, and I'm excited to see how Darlington goes, because we always know that's a super clean, fun time. But it will be our throwback night, so I'm excited for that and see what some throwback style liveries are going on around for this one. And I'm excited, and congratulations to Dan on a triumphant return, if you will.
Definitely on that one. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining us. You've all been amazing in YouTube chat. Billy, Lydia, Peggles has been in there. Michael Young, thank you so much for coming in as well. Sorry if I've missed anybody. I don't believe I have, but well done to all of you for joining us. It's been an absolutely great evening there. TJ missing out on the win. I'm going to find out why he went in the pits. Trust me, there's going to be messages. But for now, from myself, I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Kenton Sportak, and as always, take care. Have a great week, and you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.